The New Era Real Estate, what a day we had. 251 attendees. We had 14 expo booths with 15 different vendors. The day started off with Dean Harrington from Shamrock Financial. Myself, we had Nathan Clark from Nathan Clark, Your Home Sold Guarantee. Sherry Mercurio from Remax. Dana Simmons from Obsessed Marketing. Eric Sturkin from New Jersey. We had Robert Weichelt from San Diego, California to finish up the day and talking about foreclosures. You can see we've been able to bring all of the collective collaborators that are really interested in building the industry here in Rhode Island and Northeast together to work on one day, one stage, one presentation. It was important to obviously bring the speakers in, but more importantly to get people educated on what we're doing moving forward. So as the evolution of real estate changes, so should the agent. So as you saw Semper and Movement and North Point as main sponsors of the event, a lot of people ask me and say, hey Dan, how did you do that? How do you get competing individuals or competing companies in a local market to actually do this? And my answer is very simple. It's Dan Balkun.
Morning everybody. Today, all the things that you might learn, whatever you take from this room, if you don't apply it and you don't work really effing hard, none of it matters. With Dean at the helm, Shamrock Home Loans was named the #1 mortgage company to work for in the National Mortgage News.
If you are in a battle, drill down, get connected, study, share what you've studied, work only in your strengths, and write down the other times you've been through battles where you came through it. It will give you the fuel to get through it.
Introducing the self-proclaimed facilitator, Danny Balkun.
What's going on, people? What's going down? So keys to success, establish your team now. Start getting more training, start getting in front of people, start understanding like how to work your CRM, begin with one end in mind, and just understand that this is a completely different market that we're getting into. I've always found two things in short sales: fair market value for the house and what's the hardship.
You're looking for a reason, and you have to show these lenders that they cannot pay the mortgage.
Yeah.
Nathan credits his success to the innovative and aggressive ways that he utilizes in his marketing plan. Ladies and gentlemen, discussing how to get 30 listings per month for the rest of your life, Nathan Clark.
Thank you for the introduction. Listing ads on Facebook Marketplace. We need to make sure that when we're advertising these houses, though, you advertise them the right way. We talked about the hot button words to use. You also want to use great headlines to be able to attract them. Right now, there's a lot of pain in the real estate market, and I don't think it's come to a complete head, but there will be a black swan event that comes in here, quickly turns it to more of a recession. Right now, there's not enough pain for the sellers to make decisions, but something's gonna come out that's gonna make supply go through the roof. It might be something like the banks fall apart. The problem though, what we're seeing in a nutshell is the cost of living in Rhode Island. You need to make $100,000 a year to live comfortably. The average income in Rhode Island's about $65,000 for a family.
I thought one of the best parts of the day was the vendor expo. We had over 15 registered vendors, anywhere from mortgage companies to home inspectors to photography companies. I thought it was great. We raffled off a Surface Pro 9, and in order to get into that, they had to go to every one of the vendors to get a little sticker that we created. So what that did was give the vendors quality, gave the vendors a lot of bang for their buck too. That they're expecting to meet a lot of new people, and that's exactly what happened.
Introducing Sherry Mercurio and Dana Simmons.
How you feeling, Sherry?
Hot, hot, hot.
How you guys feeling?
I'm a huge fan and always have been of inspirational posts. I like to make people feel good about themselves, about life, what they can accomplish. That's just me. Woo, right?
Around the room, a lot of you I've seen, if you're posting videos, I've probably seen them. You don't know me. Frank Frazzaro is in the front row. You can't believe I even know your name right now. Guess what? I watch your videos every week on the top 5 properties. I think they're very entertaining. So good job. Frank gets a star. A+ for Frank.
Good job, Frank.
Eric started Better Qualified with a Partner in 2005, helped over 50,000 clients improve credit. I like to call him the credit beast, Eric Sturkin.
So view by text, when I started it, nobody knew what a QR code was. We've been doing this for 15 years. I put 55,000 signs out there amongst mortgage people all over the country and realtor agents, and we do it together. Listen, you have two types of credit pulls, right? You have a hard pull and a soft pull. And what's happened recently within the industry, the cost of a hard pull, if you want to get a real banking report, it just almost, I think, tripled. Annualcreditreport.com will give you the report.
We have Robert coming up next, and I actually, this was like the whole thought of doing this whole thing was around him.
All the way from San Diego, he's closed more than 5,000 REO assets with his team.
You guys in the back, you should all come in and plug into the energy right here. My name is Robert Weichelt, and I'm so grateful to be here. You want to be in the distressed market, you need to be positioned. It's something you don't want to quit your day job, working with your buyers and sellers and all the great information that we've heard today. We got some good nuggets today, right? And if you go to Zillow, it'll tell you exactly that process. If you notice, they're paying attention to that foreclosure market. They're educating the consumer now. So when that does become relevant, they're the ones that did educate and to keep them on that site.
I think the biggest takeaway from everybody there was work harder. Working harder isn't just getting up every day and like going to the office early, staying late, and not really knowing what you're doing between that 8 to 10 hours of the day. So what we wanted to do was get you a lot of those little nuggets. So moving forward, you're gonna put yourself in a great position to go ahead and succeed. Everybody got a couple of nuggets from each speaker, and I think if you started forecasting that and putting that into your business model, that machine is gonna pump out that harder work, success, more transactions. Overwhelming responses from the agents that were in attendance. Balkun knows best when it says, hey, we need real estate education, we bring it in. When we need lending, we bring it in. When we bring in speakers from all over the country, we bring it in because there's a need to have people educated in this new era, and what's changing and the ever-changing and ever-flowing of real estate will eventually get us to a point where we feel comfortable in the new transactions that we're going to be coming across. It couldn't have been a better feeling for me walking through the crowd that day, seeing all the individuals there really engaged, taking notes, raising their hands, shaking their heads. I knew it was a success.